Hey guys, Kendra Cox.
Brian Cook.
We are with Keller Williams Realty Elite, and we wanted to share some things that we are doing to help everybody remain safer during this COVID-19. Can I call it a fiasco? Because that's what it feels like.
Fiasco.
Okay. All right, so first things first, Brian and I had discussed a couple weeks ago when everything started getting kind of exciting, how we were going to handle things, because we wanted to make sure that we put our sellers and our buyers both at the best advantage. So first things first, these are questions whenever somebody calls to, I do all of the scheduling for Brian and I. Do you guys like my gloves?
I like orange today.
They're special. Mine are from Dollar General, so I feel like mine should be orange.
Mine are grippy.
Yeah, I don't have any grippy. In fact, I don't really like these at all, but I'm wearing them because I want you to know how safe we are. Okay, so first things first, whenever somebody calls to schedule a showing with me, because I schedule all the appointments for Brian's sellers, I have 3 questions that I ask, and I say, are your buyers pre-approved? We tend to try to only show pre-approved buyers anyway, but it's even more important now because we don't want any unnecessary risk. So if the buyer's pre-approved, we go on to the next question. Second, the thing that we do is that we make sure that the buyers have already reviewed your photographs or your virtual tour. And so some of you know that we hastily went out and made sure we had everyone's homes virtual toured if we at all could. I think we only have 1 or 2 left that we didn't get finished. It wasn't convenient for the seller. So once the buyer has reviewed photographs and they have reviewed the virtual tour, they're still in, they're pre-approved, then we ask if the buyer is experiencing or if they've been around anyone experiencing the cold or flu-like symptoms. And if they are, then we shut that sucker down or we ask for more information. And so those are the things that we're doing to help make sure that before we bring somebody into your home, that we have alleviated some of the risk and help to manage that risk for you. So next we have some ideas on how to keep things even safer whenever we're there. So sellers.
So as a seller, we want you to open all of the closet doors, bedroom doors. Certain cabinets should be open. I don't know if I'd open all of them.
But the main ones, especially the ones that you know were the ones
like your pantry.
that sold you. So
right.
Yeah, pantries under the sinks. I would say under the sinks because buyers always want to look. They want to know if you've got any leaks, and frankly, you do too want to know if you have
right.
leaks. So leaks. So yes, open those cabinets, open closet doors.
Right. We wanted to show well, so I wouldn't if you open all the cabinet doors in your kitchen, it's going to look disarray. But I would open up a couple. That way they can kind of see if you got the cool pulley-outy shelves and all that stuff. So
yes, definitely.
I would do that. And then bathrooms, closets, all that open. That way they don't have to touch anything.
Your furnace closet, your water heater closet, those are things that I always open on a showing. So if you'd have those open, that would alleviate
even if they're just slightly opened, so they don't have to touch the handle. And as we as your realtor, we clean and scrub up. I guess we can open the door for them. That way, it's one less touch.
Right. And so by the same token, buyers, we're asking you this time, please don't touch or open anything. That sounds, I feel like I'm talking to kindergartners, and I hate
yes.
that, and I'm sorry, but this time we're going to ask you to leave everything as you found it. So we're not going to turn off lights. We're not going to shut doors. That's a tough one for me, kitchen safety, right? So that's how we're going to do it. And then next, sellers, if you will disinfect all of your surfaces. So here I'm all over this countertop. So if you will, disinfect all of your, all of the surfaces and the doorknobs and things like that before we come. And then after we leave, that will help to eliminate any risk that you might have toward the buyers, or eliminate any risk that the buyer might have accidentally brought into
right.
you.
So for example,
buyers and sellers, it could very well be you
yes.
and I, Brian, that have the risk.
yes. So it's like our buyers, we're going to kind of limit who comes into the house. So if it's a buyer and a seller, we don't want aunt, uncle, cousins, 3 grandkids, and the dog.
Right.
We limit it, who's buying the house. That's who's coming into the house. It reminds me of, it says, do not sit on the furniture. We also won't let the children do cartwheels if we can restrain them. They will probably
avoid that anyway.
They probably will be in your house anyway. But
all right, next, if you have the opportunity to provide the little booties, I don't know how
you get them at Sherwin-Williams. They just slide over your feet to protect the tracking stuff in and out. We have a few left. They're also in high demand, so they're getting to the point where they're getting hard to get. So that protects your flooring anyway, right. But it also
helps us to not track those germs in that we might have on our feet that we weren't aware that we had, obviously. Yep. And by the same token, buyers, if those are available, we ask you, please go ahead and wear them. We know everyone feels silly. We feel silly. I feel really silly. This is not my favorite look. Although, you know, Brian's really sporting the orange.
Yes.
I feel like mine should be green, but anyway. Okay, so wear them if you can. And then hand sanitizer. We have made fun of me a lot for this because I always have hand sanitizer. Guess who's low on hand sanitizer?
I'm still at it.
So our trustee Laura made us some
Yes.
new hand sanitizer. So if you have hand sanitizer that you want to provide for us, whenever we come in, we can squirt it on. Whenever we leave, we can squirt it on. Awesome. If
Great.
not, we will try to provide it for our buyers, or hopefully, I think a lot of our buyers probably already have it.
Yes.
Because somebody dang sure has it, because the
Yes.
stores don't.
Yep.
And then buyers, bring your own just in case we're not able to get it for you.
Right. Also, turn all the lights on. Of course, we kind of went through that, but all the lights on in the house. It helps be welcoming anyway. So when you walk into the house, all the lights are on. We're not hastily buzzing around trying to get lights turned on.
Right.
And we can pay more attention to the buyer, focusing on showing you property instead of looking for light switches anyway. And then, of course, less touchy touch.
Yes.
there.
So those are things that we are doing for some risk management. We hope that everyone stays very, very well and stays safe in their homes. And so that is it. If you will keep paying attention to our Facebook pages, we are going to give you some things that you can be doing to help you to be more productive at home and to provide you with some ideas. Next week, we'll have some ideas on good workspaces while we're working at home.
That's
So
right.
that's it. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us.